Welcome back to Power Plays Podcast, where we break down timeless strategies from history's sharpest minds so you can navigate power dynamics in your own life. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Today, we're kicking off our deep dive into Robert Greene's classic, The 48 Laws of Power, starting with the very first one, the foundation that a lot of people trip over right out of the gate. Law 1, never outshine the master.
Exactly. This law is short, but it's brutal in its honesty. Greene puts it like this: always make those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to please or impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite, inspire fear and insecurity. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the heights of power.
Okay, hold up. Make your masters appear more brilliant? That sounds kind of fake. Like, are we supposed to flatter our boss all day? What does outshine even mean in real life?
Great question, because most people misunderstand it at first. Outshining isn't just bragging or showing off on purpose. Sometimes you do it without even trying, just by being naturally talented, quick, or getting results faster than expected. The danger is that superiors have egos, insecurities, just like the rest of us. When someone below them starts looking too good, it can trigger fear. Is this person going to replace me? Are they making me look bad? And insecure people in power lash out. They sabotage, demote, fire, or in extreme historical cases, worse.
So it's not about being mediocre on purpose. It's about reading the room and managing perceptions. Can you give us the classic historical example Greene uses, the one that really drives it home?
Absolutely. The story of Nicolas Fouquet and King Louis XIV of France. This is the transgression example that shows what happens when you break the law. Fouquet was the superintendent of finances, basically the money guy for the king. Louis was young, new to the throne, and Fouquet wanted to impress him big time. So he threw this insane party at his chateau in Vaux-le-Vicomte. Fireworks, the best food, music, gardens lit up like a movie set. Famous writers and artists there. It was spectacular. Fouquet thought, the king will see how capable I am, how loyal, and reward me.
Sounds like a win, right? Impress the boss, get promoted.
Exactly what he thought. But Louis XIV looked around and realized, this guy has more money, better taste, more style than me, the king. The gardens were more impressive than Versailles at the time. Fouquet unintentionally made the king feel small and insecure. 3 weeks later, Louis had Fouquet arrested on trumped-up charges of embezzlement, threw him in prison for life, and basically said, no one will ever outshine me again. He even hired the same architect and gardeners to build Versailles bigger and better.
Wow, so Fouquet's big flex backfired because he made the master feel inferior instead of superior. That's harsh. But is this just old French king drama, or does it happen today?
It happens every day in offices, startups, politics, even families or friend groups with a leader. Think about a new employee who's super smart, solves problems fast, gets praise from clients. The boss starts feeling threatened. Next thing you know, the boss stops giving them big projects or nitpicks their work or passes them over for promotion. I've seen it in Cambodian workplaces too. Someone young and talented comes in, shines too bright in meetings, and suddenly the senior manager feels the need to put them in their place.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that. So how do you actually follow this law without becoming a yes man or hiding your talents forever?
Greene gives 2 big keys. First, make those above you feel comfortably superior. That doesn't mean lie or flatter excessively. It means highlight their strengths, give them credit publicly, ask for their advice even when you know the answer. It feeds their ego in a subtle way. Second, never assume that because the master likes you or favors you, you can get away without shining them. Love doesn't cancel out insecurity.
Wait, expand on that second part, because a lot of people think, my boss loves me, I'm their favorite, I can show off a little.
That's the trap.
Greene quotes Balthazar Gracian: the most severe injuries are inflicted by the favorites. When someone close starts looking better, the betrayal feels worse.
Historical example, Galileo and his patron, the Medici family. Galileo named moons after them to flatter, but he also kept pushing his genius. Eventually, tensions rose because he was becoming the star. Or in modern terms, a mentee who gets too much spotlight can make the mentor jealous.
So the safe play is to shine but redirect the light back to the master?
Precisely. Let's say you close a big deal. Instead of, "I did this amazing thing," say, "Thanks to your guidance on the strategy, we landed it." Or in a meeting, "Building on what boss said earlier, here's how we can expand it." You get credit indirectly. They feel brilliant for guiding you.
That makes sense for career growth, but what if your boss is actually incompetent? Do you still have to prop them up?
Tough spot. Greene says the law is pragmatic, not moral. If the master is weak and dragging everyone down, sometimes you have to outshine strategically to protect yourself or the team, but quietly and only when you have leverage. Most of the time, though, patience wins. Build alliance first, then rise when the time is right. The reversal of the law, if the master is secure and confident, you can shine more freely, but most aren't.
Okay, let's get practical for listeners. Give us some everyday scenarios, like in a corporate job in Phnom Penh right now.
Sure. Scenario 1. You're in a team meeting. You have a killer idea. Instead of blurting it out first and owning it, wait. Let the boss speak, then say, "That's a great point, boss. It reminds me of this approach we could add." You share brilliance but frame it as building on theirs. Scenario 2. Your performance review. Don't list all your wins solo. Say, "Under your leadership this quarter, the team hit X, and I'm grateful for the opportunities you gave me to contribute to Y." Scenario 3. Social media or LinkedIn. Don't post, "I single-handedly increased sales 40%. Post, "Thrilled our team crushed targets this quarter. Shout out to boss for the vision."
That last one is so real. People love humble bragging, but it can backfire if the boss sees it. What about in creative fields or startups where talent is supposed to shine?
Startups are tricky because founders often have big egos, too. A star developer who codes circles around everyone can threaten the CTO. The smart ones learn to say, "Your architecture decision made this possible. I just tweaked it." Flattery with truth. In creative teams, same thing. A junior designer does amazing work, presented as, "Inspired by Lead's style, here's my take." Keeps harmony.
And in personal life, like family or dating?
Totally applies. Don't outshine your partner in something they pride themselves on. If they're the funny one, don't steal every joke. If a parent is the family expert, don't correct them publicly. It creates resentment.
This feels manipulative to some people, is it?
Greene would say it's realistic. Humans are emotional, ego-driven. Ignoring that is naive. You're not lying, you're just choosing what to emphasize. There's a difference between manipulation and social intelligence.
Fair. Any stories of people who followed this law successfully?
Greene gives the observance example. Talleyrand under Napoleon. Talleyrand was brilliant, but always made Napoleon feel like the genius. He'd suggest ideas subtly, let Napoleon claim them. Survived multiple regime changes because he never threatened the top dog directly. Modern, think of chief of staff roles. People like them stay powerful by making the president or CEO look good.
So the long game is play support now, rise later when it's safe.
Yes, power is a marathon. Outshining early gets you cut off. Patience plus subtle flattery plus real competence equals ascent.
Mind blown a bit. Any final tips before we wrap?
Watch for signs you're outshining. Boss gets defensive, less open, assigns you busy work. Dial it back. And remember, everyone has a master. Even kings have God or public opinion. The law scales.
Love that. Listeners, have you ever accidentally outshone a boss or mentor? Drop it in the comments. We'll discuss next episode. Thanks for tuning in to Power Plays. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you for Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Stay strategic.